Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. What an absolute pleasure it is to be here with our good friends at Ocean Advance. Of course, this is the inaugural Innovative Waves Conference, and I want to tell you, it has been wonderful. Great collaboration, great conversation, everybody looking at the opportunity that exists right here in Newfoundland and Labrador and well beyond. I want to tell you, I like meeting these folks one by one. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
I'm Maria Halfyard. I'm the Manager of Business Development for the launch, really focused on the defense sector.
Tell me about the launch. What's that all about?
The launch is, we're 2.5 years old now. We are an ocean innovation hub, bringing people to the ocean. We kind of work in three worlds. Of course, we're a part of the Marine Institute of Memorial University, so we cater to education. So we have students in their programs, and they get that experiential learning on the water. We also do applied research and development. We have scientists on staff working in human factors, search and rescue, soon to be cybersecurity. So that's a big part of our core mandate is applied R&D. And then we have industrial services. So we have, of course, our bricks and mortar, but we also have services that help bring companies to test their equipment and their processes. So yeah, that's a part of the service that we offer.
So with industry and academia playing in the same setting, there must be a lot of points of collision there, a lot of opportunity to work together.
There's a lot. And I think, I believe the industry could use us more because we have a lot of experience. We have a lot of scientists that have been in this field for over 20 years. We work with international clients, international universities, so we could essentially be their R&D arm.
Right. Yeah, you're right, because there's a lot of industry that really want to do R&D, but sometimes they don't have the facilities, they don't have the staff, and that sort of sits on the side of their desk and they don't get to it. But by the sound of this, you could sort of take that away. Right. You could bring it to you and...
Yeah, I mean, we love innovation. We love bringing ideas to life. We're entrepreneurial. We always have been. We were our own polytechnic before we joined Memorial in '92. So we have that energy to see the oceans improve and see new technologies improve. And for the defense sector, we want to help build a better defense sector. We want to help Canada with their Arctic sovereignty, and we have the facilities to help do that, and the people.
Right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're now a NATO Diana test facility. Talk to me what that means and how people access that.
Well, it's a designation we applied for because we had the place, the people, and the expertise. It allows people to apply to NATO Diana program to address a challenge that they put forth, and those who get accepted go through a program with an accelerator like COVE for a certain amount of months, and after that, if they get accepted to the next stage, they get access to funding to test their technology.
Okay.
And they use test centers such as the launch.
Right. Has there been many Diana projects come through yet?
We have one that we are signing a contract with.
Right.
But these challenges for us have to be ocean tech, ocean related. They're not all these challenges are not all the same. So we don't expect to see like a barrage of people coming through that program to us. But we see this as something that we could market to all the other companies who don't get accepted to NATO Diana.
I see,
we can still do that for them.
Yeah, that's a great point, right? So even if they don't make it through the whole NATO Diana process, the facility still exists there.
Right.
It's of the standard that NATO recognizes. So even if they don't come through that route.
It gives us credibility.
Yeah.
And we are working on establishing a fund to help companies come in, because bringing people to the ocean is not cheap, right? We have a lot of maintenance costs. We have our charge out rates for people. So I think that's a barrier to some. So we see that, and we're looking to access funding from federal, provincial, and even industry to help us bring those opportunities to small companies to be able to test, get in early, test often, fail often, reiterate, and then come up with the product that industry and the government can use.
You know, speaking of government, we have two governments, federally and provincially, really fresh mandates, new visions and things like that taking place. How does all that play in? Do you see good opportunity in that conversation?
Yeah, I think there's a shared vision now for building something collaboratively. Atlantic Canada is coming together as a team. There's obviously provincial mandates to assist the federal government, especially in the defense space. And that's, space, air, sea, and under the sea. So, and we can play a part in, I think, a lot of it.
Right. Innovation Waves, this is their first conference. I've seen you here for 2 days, walking around, working the conversation. What was the conference like for you?
Oh, it was great. We were well represented. I presented on one of the panels on NATO Diana, and I think people are really excited about the opportunities for small companies and, to get into this space and to be visible. And, that's part of our job, is to help companies get in, validate their equipment, and be seen by tier ones or, industry leaders and government.
Right. Maria, thanks very much for being on the show. Thanks for explaining the launch. And I love how you put it, that there's still room here for industry to come in and get involved. Now is the time to lean into that. And we certainly appreciate your conversation. Thank you.
You're welcome.